Hey sexy beasts, how you all doing? It's Kirsty, or Double FTK, as usual, with another gameplay commentary. And we are just doing another Q&A today, yes, the one I have promised you guys, because unfortunately I didn't get to do it last weekend, and I only have the boyfriend to blame. As you guys know, I had originally intended to make this a bit of a dual commentary between me and the boyfriend, answering some of these Q&A questions, but unfortunately he was a bit busy last weekend. And also, when I went back through the questions, there really weren't that many that were going to be as suitable for both of us to answer as what I was hoping. So hopefully for next time, I don't know, we can get some real down and dirty, personal sort of questions going on. And don't think that I'm talking dirty in terms of sexual, because I'm not. Just something a bit more exciting. But I'm going to do it today on my own because these questions are really good for me to answer. Just because the boyfriend's not into games or YouTube. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. Anyway, let's get on to these questions. First question is from Adit, which is, my question is, what are tips for people starting YouTube? And I'll tell you guys, there's pretty much 3 things that you need to really do when starting YouTube. Be patient, work hard, and sort of get yourself out there, get to know people, make friends, be nice. But the big thing is really just being persistent. I think a lot of people come into YouTube expecting that they're going to suddenly have 1,000 subs after one video. And that's really not the case, guys. It really is a lot harder than what it actually looks to gain a bit of a subscriber base. But just keep trying, work on making things to the absolute best quality that you can. And yeah, be nice, because you just never know who you're talking to and whether or not they're actually going to be your next subscriber. Anyway, let's get on to the next one, which is from Alex. And the question is, who is your favourite YouTuber? And this is a bit difficult because there's so many specific videos I like, and there are so many certain people whose commentaries that I know are always going to be great. I do have a bit of a thing though, I am a much bigger fan of smaller channels than what I am larger channels. There's just something about being able to go and talk to someone about a video they made and, you know, let them know that you enjoyed it, you related to it, and actually have them reply. I always find that to be really beneficial. I really can't go past a serious drama commentary. Especially since he's come back. I really did miss that guy when he was gone. But I do also really enjoy watching commentators who are just really good at the game, who can speak clearly, and I don't even mind if certain people talk about the gameplay. Such as J Nasty, Green Goblin HD, both of those guys, I could watch their videos all day and I couldn't give a shit what they're talking about. Just because it's always so clearly spoken and well thought out. And yeah, just enjoyable. I just like to be entertained. On to the next question, which is from Anti-CR7. And the question is, who influenced you most to start up a YouTube channel, and what is your end goal subscribers-wise? And I will have to say, probably my biggest influence was actually my boyfriend in real life. He really pushed me into this. He was the one that really encouraged me to start YouTube. He even bought me the PVR and everything. Because it was pretty obvious I was just not going to really give myself that extra push I needed, but it was lucky that he was there. I'm not one of those people that was really influenced as much by other people currently on YouTube. Although, I think Sandy Ravage probably influenced my entire style of play more than anyone else. And when it comes to my end goal subscriber-wise, I don't really have a number in mind. I don't know, I just find that's a great way to end up disappointed. I'm just happy to keep growing, keep finding awesome subscribers who actually want to watch my content and talk back to me. And yeah, as long as I keep having this awesome channel with really sweet subscribers, I'm fine. I'm not concerned about numbers. Alright, next question is from Carlos. And that is, what is your favourite thing to do besides video games? And what is your PSN name? I want to see you get a MOAB. Well, I have a pretty full friends list because I have been doing this for a while. So we just won't worry so much about that question. And the other one is, what's my favourite thing to do besides video games? Well, of course I like to spend time with friends and family and go out and do things. I'm quite interested in the party scene, although I do prefer more outdoor raves and, I don't know, more of a psytrance sort of environment. I have a lot of other weird hobbies as well. Like, I do a lot of art, I do a lot of scrapbooking. I I can twirl fire, which is probably a little bit interesting. And I don't know, I have a sick obsession with animals. I love all my pets. I can spend a lot of time with them. And I also have a bit of a thing with reef fish tanks. I know it's a bit strange. I haven't spoken about this before. I haven't actually been able to have a fish tank since I moved house, so it does sort of explain why it is I haven't spoken about it. Anyway, on to the next question, which is from Charles, which is, how often do you do R-rated activity per week? Joking. And which one do you prefer, PC or PS3? And honestly, I did find this question quite funny. It was really good to see that someone sort of understood the sort of fun that we could actually have with this sort of Q&A with the boyfriend around. So, although that probably wouldn't have been one of those questions that would have been answered seriously, but I think the funny answers would have more so been amusing. And what do I prefer, PS3 or PC? And there's things I really like about both of them. I love the mouse and keyboard on PC, how can you go past that? But there really isn't as much of a community as what there is on console. And then there's also other things like having to wait ages for DLC, although of course it is free on PC. And there's just not much of a community, especially being in a country like Australia, and there's already not that many people playing games, so there's no point really disadvantaging myself further. Our next question here is from Daniel, which is, what do you guys think about art games like Journey, Limbo, ICO, or SOTC? Well, I've got to tell you, Daniel, that I don't actually know what those last two abbreviations stand for, so it is pretty obvious that I don't really play a lot of games other than shooters. But I'm glad that things like that are out in the community for other people to have lots of choices on what they'd like to play. It's just great to have variety out there. So I can't think anything bad about these games, but I don't personally play them. I'll actually let you guys in on a little secret. The last game I actually bought was Modern Warfare 3. I know, sad but true. Anyway, next question is from Jakey Boy, which is, Kirsty, are you the man of the house? And I must admit I am. After many, many years, I've pretty much firmly secured the pants on my legs. I must admit I am wearing the pants. And a main part of that comes from, as we know, my boyfriend has children. And he's never really been the best at talking. He's always been better at yelling and getting shitty and stamping his little feet like a bitch. He's far more a girl than what I actually am. I'm pretty strong, I'm pretty assertive, I stay pretty calm. And I've got a really good ability to actually talk to people without either upsetting them, making them feel bad about themselves, or without getting angry. So I have really always taken on most of the responsibility when it's come to his children, when it's come to dealing with them talking to me, asking questions, or needing consequences and stuff like that. That's always been all me. And just because, well, I think all the experience I've had in the work that I do, it has really helped with all that. But yes, I will tell you right now, I am wearing the pants. This would have been a pretty cool question for Matt to answer, because he would have actually said the same thing, pretty obviously though. Anyway, I'm going to go to the last question that we're going to have time to get to today. So I do apologise for anyone else who hasn't had a chance to get their question read. There will definitely be more of these in future, so don't you worry. And the question is here from Jose, which is, do you feel that franchises like Call of Duty and Minecraft are overdone to the ground? And definitely they are overdone to the ground. But what can I say? If there are enough people who want to make these videos, play these games, and enjoy these games, well, how can you really stop them? You know what I mean? As long as people are having fun with what they're doing, then I don't care how overdone they are. I'm just happy that everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. Anyway, you sexy beasts, and that's going to be all for today. Thank you so much for all your guys' questions. This has been really fun. And yeah, I'll let you know when we're going to do the next one, and hopefully we can actually do that with the boyfriend, hopefully with a video camera, and just make it a bit more exciting for you guys. Anyway, definitely MOAB that like button, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace out.